Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Replicant Fish. Women have to lower their standards by 2030. They're going to be manless forever. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Let's give that chow. It's chow time.
Women have to lower their standards by 2030 or be manless. Manless. Forever. Some standards are too high, unrealistic, they don't make sense, delusional, if you will. And that level of delusion, that's going to keep a lot of women single and childless.
Forever.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards.
Okay.
Before you go crazy on me, just hear me out.
Coming from a woman.
The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point.
Chronically
Epidemic.
single.
I'm so lonely.
Manless. I'm not going to do that so much. But notice, look at it. This woman's actually triggered. She's actually triggered by it. She's triggered by her own single friends. But why?
They're not my friends.
Is she not a girly girl, a girl's girl? Here to protect and love her fellow woman? Yes, of course she is. But however,
Single.
she herself has noticed that something's not right. Something's off with some of you chicks. Like, what is going on?
They've all gone mad.
Manless. By their own choice or by their own destruction.
And we're talking about women that are financially stable, have educations, are beautiful, have their fathers in their lives. Like,
Independent. They have a dad. So she hasn't got many daddy issues. So she's probably not that fun, but
She still probably rode the cock carousel all of her 20s, even though she had a dad.
seriously.
are beautiful, have their fathers in their lives, like come from nice families. Like, we're not talking about like a bum bitch, we're talking about like a very decent young lady. So I'll have conversations with
No, it'd be just a decent lady. They ain't young anymore, girl.
my friends, and they'll say things like, oh, like, you know, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year, like at minimum.
At least.
At minimum.
He has to be in shape.
At
Like,
minimum.
I really like a guy with a six-pack.
At minimum.
I love a guy who's like 6'2".
At minimum.
I need a guy with like a full head of hair. Like, I can't do bald guys.
At minimum.
Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, the only person that fits within the parameters of what you are looking for exists in your f***ing dreams.
Delusional. How can you say that? As a woman, how is she saying that? As a
Nice.
woman, she's triggered herself.
I'm tired of this shit.
Cussing the absolute F out of her friends.
Exists in your f***ing dreams.
Some of you chicks are so delusional. You're creating a fantasy man that could never exist.
I love her.
Not that
It's
he
true.
doesn't, but in reality, in everyday real life, really, the manless, unmanned, like a ship lost at sea, unmanned. Manless. Independent modern woman, like a ghost ship. She is. Been ghosted so much. It's not a bad ship. You know, she's not a bad ship, but
No one cares.
no man wants to stay aboard for anything long term.
Abandon ship!
Yeah, no relationship. Damn. Analogies and metaphors. The point is manless.
No, I've had girlfriends tell me like, oh my god, no, he's great, this and that, like, but I can't do a short king. So you're telling me you found a guy that's like not bad looking, has a great job with benefits, like financially stable, comes from a great family, and you can't do it because his legs aren't long enough?
My legs.
Aren't long enough.
No way. Little legs. She's calling a man little legs. But obviously, he doesn't have one of the devil settings, a devil man setting, does he?
He's $200,000, guy with a six-pack, 6'2".
He could have the six figures, but he's missing the 6 feet, isn't he? He could be fat. He may not have the six pack. Oh, he's missing another 6. Not a devil
Oh, rap is the best with this fucking.
man. Not a devil man. And if he doesn't have the 6 figures either, the ick. He's nowhere near a devil man, please. Her head's too far up her own butt and his legs are too short, I guess. They can't see eye to eye.
Like, you are out of your minds.
Damn.
Listen, and I truly believe that like women are God's gift to earth, but like you're not a dream come true either.
Damn!
I don't know why he's so funny.
I'm sure that if he were to play Build-A-Bear, you wouldn't fall within the parameters of what his dream woman is.
Nope.
Damn.
But you
Some regular chick.
Come in, woman.
Some four. Trying to make a man feel bad. And it's like, yo, woman, you're not top tier yourself.
Dusty.
Be thankful.
Meet somebody and they have enough great qualities, like, you know, those things can cancel out. Oh, well, you know, I really like brunettes. And if you aren't a brunette, you're a blonde, but you have all these other things that check off all the boxes, you know, he's going to fall in love with you regardless. You know
True.
what I mean? Like, I don't
100%.
think that you cannot fall in love with a man because he's not tall or he doesn't have a full head of hair. Like, I don't know. I just think that you bitches are out of your minds. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Coming
Damn.
from a woman.
He's $200,000. Guy with a six pack, 6'2". That you bitches
You're out of your minds. That's all I'm saying. You're out of your mind.
Out of their mind.
Fuck, I only have one of the sixes. I'm not 6 foot, nor do I have a six pack, so I'm fucked.
Minds delusional, fantasy driven.
Manless.
But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're focused and on your square. It's like a sci-fi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Single by 2030. The single women of 2030. It's like a science fiction film that we're living in. We're seeing every single day. The main characters being the single women, obviously. Creating and walking down a path towards 2030, where with the assistance of AI, they will further fall into a fantasy, delusion, a lie
You're out of your mind.
that will keep them single forever.
Mm.
Forever.
I'm so confused as to why this Chris Brown posing with girlfriends breakup trend thing is controversial. There was another picture taken at the meet and greet.
Yeah, why is it controversial? Like, she's fucking writing the man on a picture that is public when you're either a fiance, a boyfriend, or a husband. Yeah, mad disrespect.
And this guy said that this was my soon-to-be fiance. I'm heartbroken, devastated, embarrassed, and bamboozled. Once I seen this photo and seen how viral it had gotten with the insensitive, supportive comments, I ended the engagement immediately.
But why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Here we go. Here's a perfect example of what men are dealing with nowadays. The bop.
Proper garden tool.
Attention everywhere. She thinks it's real. But also added to that, access to celebrities.
Love me. Pick me.
Yeah, and it's not even, oh, he's gonna pick you, he's either gonna impregnate you or anything. No, you're just there to take fucking pictures.
A lot of women have access to celebrities. These women are paying $1,000 to see Chris Brown. Yeah, okay. I don't even blame Chris Brown.
I don't.
Look at his face. Look at him. He doesn't care. Man don't care. He's got a song where he says, if I fuck your girl, I'm not sorry.
Nope.
I ain't cuffing anybody. So that's who he is. He'll tell you himself, he's got a song about it. I'm going to bang your chick and not care. Bitchless. Why would he care? Why would he need to? Here's Chris Brown. I'm not even blaming him because he understands the culture of the women we're dealing with nowadays, doesn't he?
Shrimp tacos.
The bop. That's what she's going to be, a bop. Hopping up on man, legs wrapped around man. Yeah? Busting it open for Chris Brown. He doesn't care. He probably doesn't even remember this chick. She's one of many. But to the man who was going to marry her, poor dude. Bitchless. Poor dude. Yeah? So yeah, a lot of these chicks deserve to be single by 2030. Please.
Chaos.
$1,000 to see Chris Brown? What if I had a woman and I paid $1,000 to feel up Ice Spice?
Disgusting.
Yeah? Yeah, lift me up, Ice Spice. Lift me up. Yeah, really? Really?
I ended the engagement immediately. So another relationship ended because of Chris Brown. This was the original photo that went viral. And the girl said, I paid with my money. The guy was insecure. If y'all wish it was y'all, just say that instead of protecting. Anyway. But why are people supporting this? It's so weird to me, the obsession with celebrities and acting like this man holding some girl who's in a relationship by her ass is okay because he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
But there you go. You actually understand. You actually have the logic to understand how stupid it is, even though you're a woman yourself. You actually understand this is delusional and ridiculous. He's a celebrity. He doesn't care about her. It's a fantasy.
He got
illusion
paid.
that's going to keep her what? Manless.
Manless.
She lost a man that was going to marry her. Manless.
Yeah, it's like, for one, you're idiots, girls, for taking pictures like this and having these pictures get posted and go viral. What man would want you now that you've been hanging on Chris Brown like this? No one.
And she deserves it. But she is just one of many. One of many.
Celebrity? Like, he's a person too. Also, the fact that these women are paying like thousands of dollars to meet somebody, I don't know, it's just like so bizarre to me.
I don't blame Chris Brown. I don't blame him at all. I'm like, all right, bro.
No.
The culture of women exists.
If people were going to pay me $1,000 to have me take pictures with them, I'll accept the money.
for him to be able to be the ultra instinct man whore he is.
He's $200,000. Guy with a six pack, 6'2".
Doesn't even need to touch these bros and they're lost.
I am 30 years old and I have been single for over 12 years, so never had a real adult relationship.
What?
And I wanted to talk about something that might ring true for some people that are in the same position as me, that is from time to time feeling a bit lonely. And it's like one of those real shameful and embarrassing things to admit, I feel like, when someone asks if you're lonely. It's not something you want to admit to because you want people to believe that you're happy. And
and here we have a
lies.
single manless woman.
Manless.
Unmanned like a ship at sea. Lonely woman. Admitting it.
Never had a real adult relationship.
Feeling embarrassed.
She's 30 in 12 plus years. That means since you were 18, you've never been in a relationship at all, girl? What the fuck?
To admit her manlessness. You get the point. But notice the common age factor. It's like, even as a man, if I don't even mention it, I don't need to mention it. I haven't even mentioned it yet, have I? But women themselves have mentioned it, haven't they? What is it around being 30 that triggers a lot of women? Is it society, the media? But no, they just get scared, don't they? This inevitable what? Solid object? What is it? What is it? But they get scared. They see other women around them getting engaged, getting hooked to a man, having babies or whatever. They're having something in their lives, but a lot of women have nothing. So what are these women supposed to do? Nothing. Aside from themselves, obviously. What they're supposed to do?
and you're not worried about that sort of ever-looming possibility of being on your own forever, you know. And I know it's 30 is still really young, I know that, but when everyone around you is getting married, having babies, getting engaged, you know, moving in with
You sure it's young, girl? You sure about that?
partners and stuff,
Interesting.
it can feel a bit overwhelming.
The FOMO. Notice again the common FOMO.
Oh, yes. That is a huge thing for women. I know guys get FOMO here and there, but women have this innate FOMO about almost everything. I've dated women because I went to go out to eat with my best friend. I ate a particular dish that she liked, and she was just like, "Oh, I wish I was there, and I wish I was there." Calm the fuck down, ladies. Who gives a fuck if you weren't there? You didn't get to experience it. You'll experience it next time. Fucking get over it.
You see it happening around them with other people, other women. Why not them?
What about me?
And to be honest, most of the time I'm pretty good. Like, I don't sit on the feeling too much. It's only when it comes around the weekend, and luckily I have friends that their life isn't kind of revolving around their partners and their relationships. They actually want to do stuff with their friends. Luckily I have friends like that, so I don't ever feel alone, and have no plans to do anything at the weekends because they're off doing stuff with their partners. However, especially now,
So you're the single friends that keeps your married friends in the single lifestyle, pretty much, is what you're telling me.
we're in the winter and
Okay, I'll let her finish her waffle in a moment. But again, notice, it's a sort of lingering sort of thing, isn't it? But how many women have this exact experience right now? And that's right now. By 2030, half of women will be going through this exact thing.
You better bag us.
I'm not sure what the number is now, what? 25%? 37%? But the big 50 by 2030. It's like an issue that doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon, does it?
overwhelming.
So, you know, when you're 40 and your love life isn't great because
You're 40.
at best your choice in men has been questionable,
Oh, you know.
but you have a friend that's in a similar position, so you don't feel quite so bad about it.
Nah, pick better. Pick
Misery
better.
loves company.
It's a common thing men say. Men roast women with it. It's like, yeah, pick better.
Your choice in men has been
Questionable.
At least by 40, she can admit it. But is it too late? Is it too late?
And then 6 months ago, your relationship ends. But she meets somebody, which is great. You feel really happy for her because she deserves it.
But you're jealous, aren't you? You can see her seething envy, can't you?
You also feel sad for the loss of your relationship, the fact that you're 40 and single, still with no children.
Manless.
And then a couple of months down the line, you find out that your friend's new boyfriend is moving in. Then you find out that they're engaged, and now you find out that she's 8 weeks pregnant.
What about me?
Everything you wanted in life, girl, she got.
No way. And you have none of that by 40. Manless. I mean, it is sad, isn't it? You have a lot of feminists on one side saying, oh, you don't need a man. Men are the devil incarnate, though they actually want a devil man. Oh, the irony is beautiful. Oh, men are going to cheat on you. Though a lot of women have gotten a man that they've taken from another woman because he was married or in a relationship. Therefore, he was pre-selected already. She knew that he was decent enough to be with. Yeah, because a lot of women haven't done that. Really? Yeah, of course. So on one hand, feminists are saying you don't need these evil men. But on the other hand, some of these women are just lost without the attention and affection of any man. Any man. Man ain't even breathing on her. Man ain't even breaking wind on her. Man ain't even farting on her.
Ain't 40.
Nothing but just empty, reverberating air. Wow.
And you so want to feel happy for her.
But you don't.
But inside...
Oh.
Inside you feel so sad.
Damn.
Because even though you don't desperately want children, you know that at 40, you're running out of time. And soon you won't have a choice at all.
Wow.
True.
You feel guilty for feeling that way because you know that you should be happy and this is such a amazing time in her life and she does.
It is. Be happy for your friend, but why aren't you happy for her?
You're running out of time.
You jealous? You jealous of your friend? But your friend's happy. Your friend's found a man. I mean, what, did you listen to a lot of women that say you don't need a man and your life will be perfect? I mean, if that's the case, why is your friend so content? And you've become a hater of your friend.
Pain and anger.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't see very many 40-year-old men on TikTok talking about how lonely they are and, they wish they were able to find a woman or something. Not very many. I'm sure there are, but most men are pretty content at 40 if they're not in a relationship now. They're cool with just probably sleeping around a little bit and, here and there or, finding a partner that isn't going to be draining.
That's sad.
In her life and she deserves it. But you feel grief for what you haven't got. And remind yourself that it's okay. There's a plan. What will be, will be. Everything will come to you at the right time.
Yeah, God will send you a man. God will say, look, to some degree, you kind of understand why women have to sort of believe some fantasy or delusion that God will send them a man. I mean, they have to believe something.
Everything will work out for the best.
It will.
And you know that that's true.
It's true.
But it doesn't stop you feeling. It doesn't stop you feeling like that.
Doesn't stop you feeling manless.
Manless.
Does it?
It doesn't stop you questioning why. But it also doesn't make you lose your faith and it makes you more determined to make the most of everything that you've got. If you know that, I feel you and I've got so much love for you.
But by 40, should this woman lower her standards? Should she lower her standards? I mean, have her standards been too high? She speaks to a lot of dudes in the past that she said were crap dudes, but they could have been her type. They were her type, weren't they? Yeah, it's what she wanted, wasn't it? Women are told nowadays you can have what you want, can't they? Aren't they? Yeah. So in choosing everything she wanted, she probably chose a lot of devil men.
He's $200,000. Guy with a six-pack, 6'2".
In the end, what she left with? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It can feel so hard, but it will be okay.
Will it?
It will be okay. There are so many other people in the same position. And you will get
See, again, misery loves company. No, just the way she talks, the way she's like, oh, there's plenty of people in my same position, so it's okay.
through it. You can find a way through. There is a way through. But there's so much love for anyone that is going through that right now.
So I've been single a year and a half now, but I took an entire year to not date guys, to not have
All right, easy. Damn, this woman came in with a lot of energy.
She's crazy.
sex with guys, to not talk to guys, to not even interact with guys. They were canceled. They were off limits. We didn't associate with the male species. But now we're like, okay, we're going to step back out into the dating pool again. Started that about like 6 months ago.
Oh, God.
Oh, what, your girl bossed too hard? Your girl bossed too hard, neglected and rejected men, and now you want to step back out into the pool of men? Really? Well, don't be surprised if they neglect and reject you.
But because I took a whole year to focus on myself, establish my worth, understand what my wants and my needs are for a future relationship, I'm able to articulate that so well with men now. And I honestly don't think it's possible for men to play me or disrespect me or screw me over. Possible.
You know, it's interesting what she's saying, but a lot of men would take on that challenge, like,
For men to play me.
okay, really? Ha ha ha. Let's see.
Because the moment that happens, I'm out. There is not a second chance. One strike and you are out, baby. Like, and that's how women need to be.
Okay, I get her point. It's how women need to be. Notice her young, full of energy, spunkiness, of course. But she's still young. She's still young and full of energy, full of beans. She, at her young age, can have the ability to have high standards. Yeah, she can. True. She knows a decent amount of men are going to throw a knob at her. Though it doesn't mean anything. They just want to sleep with her, but okay. However, notice this young woman compared to the previous older women I've just shown. They were a bit more reserved, weren't they? They're a bit more like, let's be easy. I'm seeing these other women with a man and I'm just still here. But this younger woman, full of energy, standards still high. The point is, it does not last forever. Some women can only see the immediate. It doesn't last forever. At some point, she's going to realize this solid object is going to change your options and your perspective.
Your worth and what your standard is. If a guy is not meeting your standards because you don't know what you actually need or require, figure that out before you're starting to date guys. You need to understand what you need before you're dating.
All right, stop destroying your house. Just calm down. She's wrecking her house as well.
Unless you're just going out there to then go do your thing, get but if you're actually like looking for
you can tell she's single, so she's full of energy.
Something in the future, I'm not saying right now, I'm not saying you need a commitment, you need the ring within a month, but like if long term you're like, yeah, my goal and my intention with dating is to be married. Okay, what do you want in a relationship? What are you looking for in a man? What value do you need from yourself? What your standards look like? Figure that out, babe, or you're gonna keep getting over by men. They're gonna keep disrespecting you. You're gonna keep ending up in the situation where you're on TikTok crying over these damn men.
There are so many. There are so many out there. Why are there so many? It's like on one hand you have women roasting the F out of men, then you have a crop of women crying because they don't have a man.
And I don't want to see it anymore. Because
that's the two sides of TikToks. We hate men. We wish we had men.
Couldn't be me ever again.
Again, so it has been
again.
So it's been her before. So she's talking from experience of being a chick crying on the internet. Wow.
Be me ever again, and I don't want it to be you.
It's always overtime, isn't it? Young and full of energy, of course. Any man you want, but when they get older, 30 to 40 is different, isn't it? Desperation. That's why men should be careful. How? A nice day.
Shout out to Replicant Fish. Yeah, women's standards is you do everything I want, and I'm not gonna do anything you want, and you're gonna like it. No, ladies, it ain't gonna be like that anymore. Please like share down below. Really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time.